Good morning, everyone. Welcome to week 2 of being at Strong School. Today, what we're going to do is focus on our first unit of social studies for 7th grade. And that includes learning about something called grapes. So what you will see each time that you get one of these Google Slides is that it will look the same. It will say what are today's objectives. So today's objectives are learn what each letter of grapes of civilization means, and then hopefully identify what should we be able to do. Identify a characteristic of grapes for our civilization, meaning our civilization currently in the United States. The first thing you're going to do is watch CNN 10. That's where this is here. It says today's video. That's a link to CNN 10. And then when you are done watching CNN 10, you are going to then go to this following video called Grapes. This is an introductory video that's going to give you an overview of what the grapes mean. So when you click on it here, it's going to take you to this link where you will listen to the 2-minute and 40-second song. So that's the first thing you're going to do. Then all of you have this document here. You're going to click on it. This is your grapes organizer, and we're going to take some notes on this today so that we can define what each of these letters mean. You're going to take notes right in these boxes here. So you're going to go to File, make a copy right here. So when you make a copy, you're going to name it Grapes Organizer, and then you should be saving it in your social studies folder so that when you go to access it, it's in your social studies folder. Once you have that open and you have that saved, we're going to go through here the big ideas of social studies. So as you saw in the video, the G in geography, or excuse me, the G in grapes stands for geography. And then this is the definition of geography, what you would be looking for each civilization. So I'm going to take this information, how climate and landscape affect lifestyle, and I'm going to put it right in my notes. So climate and landscape affect lifestyle. And these are just some questions that you can ask. Is a civilization isolated? Is it open to cultural exchange and invasion? Excuse me. What resources are available? So the geography is where we're always going to start with civilization, because the geography is really what drives the civilization, depending upon, is it isolated? Does it have access to other civilizations? And then the resources that are available. So on here, you can write a couple of those questions. Is it isolated? Does it have access to resources? Can it culturally exchange? Is it open to invasion? So climate and landscape, the geography, the land that is available, where it is located, is what the geography means. The notes are important so that you can go back. This is your template for looking at grapes, because this is what we're going to be using throughout the year. The next one is religion, or this is going to give an example. So this gives an example of geography. Civilizations began along rivers like the Nile because they provided the water needed for irrigation. Vocabulary word, irrigation, the movement of water. The next one is religion. And religion means Society's beliefs about morals and the afterlife. And some of the questions that can be answered here are, what are the rules you should live by? So religion is rules, how you take chaos and bring it together, um, why things happen in the natural world. That's really where religion comes from. And then how do these religious ideas affect aspects of daily life? Religion was a huge part of the ancient world. As well as today, there are multiple religions throughout the world. So those two questions you can add in on your note-taking sheet here. And then an example is the Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments are religious rules that God gave to the Hebrews. The next one is achievements, the lasting works of a society. What is their lasting legacy? What do they leave for us? What things were built? What ideas, if any, still affect our lives today? So, ideas and then also structures. So, think about some of those structures maybe in the United States that were built to show our culture or civilization from when it was created till current time. We're going to be looking at many achievements of these civilizations. So this is an achievement of the ancient Egyptians, the pyramids. They're still there today in modern day Egypt, left from thousands of years ago. Politics. So the political system is our letter P. Politics is who runs a society and how do they do it? So we're going to look at leaders and leadership styles in this. So this has to do with government powers. How do those in power keep it or lose it? Different government styles. So here for ancient Greece, their political system was a limited form of democracy was practiced in ancient Athens. And we'll get to that toward the end of the year. Economics, excuse me. In my classroom, I do have an economics poster on my wall. Economic has to do with money, how a society uses its resources. So, imports, exports, goods, services, how the society uses its resources. I'm going to do this money. What are the most valuable resources in a society? And then how are these resources distributed? So, goods and services of value, and then how do we provide those to others, and how do we get those resources? Here we have gold has been a valuable resource in many civilizations for thousands of years. Gold still is a valuable resource. Social structure, the different levels or classes in a society. Or classes. And here, there's a pyramid structure. Some civilizations did use the pyramid structure of social structure, and notice that there's fewer at the top, more at the bottom. We'll discuss how that works. Who are the most important people in society, and what do they do as far as who's at the bottom, who's at the top. Here you have social structure for the Indian society, which was called, it's a caste system. And here are all the different levels, which we'll get into when we talk about India. So there you have your note take or your template for what each of those stands for. And what we're going to be doing is taking a look at your own society and trying to fill in some of those for today.